Hey guys, it is the day following me coming back from my parents' house and after my medical tests, and I just got back from work. I think, what time is it now? I think it's almost 9 at night. Had another 12-hour day. It's not even the weekend, but it was super busy. And we had like 2 people off today. Yeah, so it's just extra busy, and it's gonna be really busy tomorrow and the day after. Yeah, I don't usually make videos after work like this because I'm usually just really exhausted and I want to just focus on getting to bed. But I was kind of just like reflecting on things on my bike ride back. And I don't know, I just felt led to kind of share what I was thinking about. I usually have these kinds of moments of sadness or guilt after I come back from my parents' house. And I know my mom is watching, I think. I think my dad watches too, but yeah, I know my parents are watching. But usually there's like this sadness that kind of overcomes me every time I come back. And honestly, I see them like every couple months. It's a lot more often than most people are able to see their family, so I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, there's like sometimes I have these kinds of moments of doubt of like, am I doing the right thing? Like, am I doing the right thing being this independent and like, it kind of sounds silly, but like, working this much and, gaining new experiences. And sometimes like I have doubts about, am I where I'm supposed to be, basically. But as I was kind of reflecting on this question and what I was feeling, which is what I usually feel after I come back, and after just like, even just coming back to work, it made me recognize how much I've grown because of how I've been able to kind of manage the busyness and the stress that comes with sales sometimes, especially during this super busy season and being short-staffed. And obviously, like, my ability to manage the busyness, it doesn't only come from the experience from this job from this past year, but also from my previous job as a manager. And yeah, it just made me think about how, like, I'm proud of myself for getting this far and for growing as much as I did this past year, because I never would have imagined myself being in sales. And another question that I kind of asked myself, aside from am I doing the right thing, doing the job that I'm doing, is how does it even relate to what I want to do in the long run with music? Obviously, it seems super irrelevant, but the Sarah from, let's say, less than a decade ago, like graduating from college, around that age, when I first got diagnosed with Crohn's and I was still figuring life out, I was figuring my health out, and at the time I felt like I was, growing at a lot slower pace compared to my friends, because everyone was going to get married and they were like they already have kids, and I'm clearly not at that stage yet at all. But the Sarah from the past, I think they looked at music differently compared to the Sarah now. Which I still honestly don't know really how to put it into words, but I'm still trying to piece things together in regards to seeing music as a business, basically. as opposed to the Sarah in the past, which viewed it as, you know, something that I felt like doing. Like, I would base my music projects off of what I felt at the time and what I felt motivated to do at the time. And the Sarah now is finally coming to terms with the fact that it doesn't matter what you feel. It matters what your goals are and what it takes to achieve those goals. So in short, that is definitely what I'm learning with music, and it's definitely something that I've come to realize in sales, because you have to make certain plans, you have to take certain actions in order to get the, you know, number of sales that you want to achieve throughout the month. I don't know how it is for real estate in the States, but in short, like, I'm learning a lot about discipline, about just communication. Communication's a big thing for sales. Persuasion, and those are some skills that I was really wanting to acquire from my previous job, because for my previous job I was working as a manager in a restaurant, but I think productivity planning was a huge thing, but not that it didn't require a lot of skill. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically, I think I focus a lot about productivity and just getting the most amount of sales in a particular amount of time, and how to position certain staff and certain locations and all that. And what I'm learning a lot now is more communication and socialization, how I interact with the customers, how I communicate with them. Obviously there's a certain amount of that in management, like for my previous job, but I feel like for sales it's a whole lot different, because you're really, you know, trying to draw certain aspects out of the customer, basically, and trying to get to know them at a deeper level, so that basically you can persuade them to, like, make a sale with you, basically. So that is an interesting skill that I am learning. So yeah, there's like a lot to it, but I definitely can see myself using those skills for, you know, YouTube and like music if opportunities come up, like moving forward. So yeah, just in short, that was something I was reflecting on my ride back. So yeah, I just felt like sharing that, and I'll see you in my next video, I guess. Bye.